Need to talk about what happened with Vote Moose. If you were on any kind of social media, you know within the last hour, voting officially ended for the All-Star game. Mike Moustakas has been leading the voting in the American League, but we're still waiting to hear the final result. And at last check, St. Louis Cardinal Carlos Martinez was leading the National League. We'll be sure to let you know the results as soon as we learn them. If picked, Moustakas would be the 7th Royals player selected for the team. If you are planning on going to the All-Star game, the Now KC's Allison Bruner did some digging to find out just how you'll need to do that for last-minute deals.
We are getting you ready for the Midsummer Classic. The good news, there are still tickets available for the All-Star game.
Kind of starting around $350 each in the upper level. And then we still have lower level seats actually in stock. The commemorative stub in our office starting at $450.
Let's talk travel. First off, if you plan on flying to Cincinnati, we did some digging for you. Take a look. Here's some flights from United, Delta, U.S. Airways, American. These are round-trip tickets. They're going to cost you around $576. We also checked out Southwest. They have a flight, but it actually flies into Dayton, so you have to drive about an hour to Cincinnati. These tickets are costing you around $360. This is just for one way, though. How about, though, if you don't want to travel by plane, how about taking a train? Well, we looked over at Amtrak. Here's tickets for you out of Kansas City to Cincinnati. A one-way ticket here is going to cost you around $150. So you're looking at around $300 if you travel by train. But the cheapest we found is just by driving. It's about 8 hours. Here on AAA, we did a price calculator with gas. It'll cost you round trip around $150. Dan reminds us, though, to be mindful of who we buy our All-Star tickets from.
The last thing you want to be doing after you drive or spend all the money flying is to get out there and not have legitimate tickets.
Some helpful reminders, so you just have to worry about the game.
Definitely hoping the American League wins. You know, who would have thought last year when the American League won the All-Star game that we would get Game 7 for the World Series, and as good as the Royals are playing, it definitely has more meaning this year.
So planes, trains, automobiles, we've got everything you need to know to watch the American League take the W come Tuesday night. Justin?
All right, thanks, Allison. And now those of us on the fence are like, hey, we can go. We'll also be covering the events, everything surrounding the All-Star game. Just head over to KSHB.com and be sure to tune in for 41 Action News on Sunday. Dee Jackson, Mike Maruzars, and Lindsay Shively will be in Cincinnati through Wednesday morning. They're going to bring you all sorts of sights and sounds of all things All-Star. So if you can't go, you'll feel like you're there.
Can't wait to see our coverage, and a lot more still to come here on the Now KC.